Chapter 7, the IMAM. Surah 2 at 124 says, "And when his Lord tried Abraham with certain words, he fulfilled them. He said, 'Surely I will make thee a leader, Imam of men.' Abraham said, 'And of my offspring, my covenant does not include the unjust,' said he." So that's the difference about the whole Abrahamic covenant in the Islamic view, is it's not, you know, it has nothing to do with any piece of land. It has nothing to do with, ancestry. Imam is literally one who is imitated or whose example is followed from. Tama Bahi, he followed or imitated him. It generally means a head or chief or leader, whether he follows the right way or not. In relation to congregational prayers, the Imam is the person who leads the prayer. Abraham is spoken of as having been made an Imam because he fulfilled the divine commandments. And every Imam should try to follow his example, and an unjust person did not deserve to be made a leader, even though he may be of high parentage. That the man who leads the prayers is called an Imam shows that he should be one occupying the highest place of honor in his community on account of his righteousness. While alive, the Holy Prophet himself acted as Imam, and when he was unable during his last illness to perform that function, he ordered that Abu Bakr should act as Imam. The honor of acting as an Imam should be conferred upon the man who occupies the highest place of honor in a community. It is further laid down that a man having the greatest knowledge of the Quran should be chosen as Imam, even though he be a slave. He should not be paid any remuneration for leading prayers. It is not, however, prohibited to say prayers behind an Imam who is either a usurper or an unrighteous person. A blind man is not unfit to lead the prayers, nor is a woman. Well, women would lead prayers with themselves, but there's also narrations that indicate that the woman leading the prayers is leading the people of that her husband and the people who would never be allowed to marry her, basically. I mean, by the sort of relation they are, not that someone gets divorced and then the muhrim, the Imam should have regard for the weak and the sick among those who follow him. Those who follow the Imam should not anticipate him in any movement. When a person joins a congregational service, he should start his prayer where he finds the Imam. The position which the Imam occupies in relation to the congregation is explained. There is no harm if a wall intervenes between the Imam and the congregation. Abu Musa said, but at the same time, we said the Imam shouldn't be like they give him a separate platform and he stands up on that above the rest. That shouldn't be. Abu Musa said, the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, fell ill and his illness became severe. So he said, tell Abu Bakr that he should lead the prayer for the people. So the messenger came to him, and he, Abu Bakr, led the prayer for the people in the lifetime of the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. Abu Masud said, the messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, the man who knows most the book of Allah shall act as Imam of a people. And if there are persons equal in their knowledge of the Quran, then he who has greater knowledge of the Sunnah. And if they are equal in their knowledge of the Sunnah, then he who is first in Hijrah. And if they are equal in Hijrah, then he who is older in years. And a man should not lead another in prayer in the place where he, the latter, is in authority. And no one shall occupy the place of honor in another man's house except with his permission. Ibn Abbas said, the messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, the most virtuous among you shall deliver the adhan, and those having the most knowledge of the Quran shall act as imams. And that principle should be superseded. So in one's own home, that generally, if you know that somebody knows more Quran and such, you should have the humility. Ibn Umar said, when the first immigrants came to Usba, a place in Cuba before the coming of the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. The slave of Abu Hudayfa used to act as their imam, and he had the greatest knowledge of the Quran. Ubaydullah reported that he entered upon Uthman ibn Affan, and he was besieged by the rebels. He said, "Thou art the imam of the people, and to thee has happened what thou seest, and the rebel imam leads our prayers, and we consider this to be a sin." He said, "Prayer is the best of things which people do, so when people do a good work, do thou also do the good with them, and when they do evil, do thou shun their evil." Abu Hurairah said, the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "Jihad, striving, is incumbent on you under every commander, whether he is virtuous or wicked, even though he be guilty of heinous sins, and prayer is incumbent on you on every Muslim, whether he is virtuous or wicked, even though he be guilty of heinous sins, and the holding of a funeral service on every Muslim is incumbent, whether he is virtuous or wicked, even though he be guilty of heinous sins." You know, if a person has abandoned Islam in one way or another, by no longer holding, completely abandoning the Salah, are, there are people who could be crazy to the point where whatever, but suicides are also not. But jihad fi sabilillah, not just striving in the way of God. So it doesn't matter who's leading you and struggling in the correct way. But Anas reported that the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, left Ibn Maktoum after him to act as Imam of the people, and he was a blind man. And it is reported about Waraqah, who had learned the Quran by heart, that the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, commanded her that she should act as Imam of the people of her house. And she had a mu'adhin, and she used to act as Imam of the people of her house. Okay, see? It's been qualified. Abu Hurairah reported that the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "When one of you leads the prayer for the people, he should lighten it, for among them is the weak one, and the sick one, and the old one, and when one of you prays alone, he may lengthen it as he likes." Bara said it was the practice that when the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "Sami Allahu liman hamida," none of us bent down his back or falling down in prostration until the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, fell down in prostration, and then when we fell down in prostration after him. Abu Hurairah said, the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "When one of you comes to prayer and we have fallen down in prostration, fall down in prostration, do not count it as anything, and whoever joins in one rak'ah joins the prayers." Samara said, the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, commanded us that when we were three, one of us should stand at the front. Abu Hurairah said, the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "Keep the Imam in the middle and close the openings." Ibn Abbas said, "I said my prayers with the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, on a certain night, and I stood on his left. And the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, took hold of my head from behind me and placed me on his right hand, and then he said the prayers." Aisha said, the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, used to say his prayers at night in his enclosure, and the wall of the enclosure was low, so the people saw the person of the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, saying in prayers, and some people got up and followed him in his prayers.